This video will help you better understand the principles of learning. These principles will assist you in creating a more effective speech and ensuring that your audience leaves your speech with new information and the need to know more. Your speech is an opportunity for you to take over the classroom. Remember those classes that you struggled focusing on because the professor was uninteresting? It is your job to lead your audience in learning about a topic you think is important. Now the lesson is up to you. You have control in the topic discussed in the classroom and how you choose to talk about it. While I'm sure this all sounds incredibly exciting, you might be thinking, I don't really know how to teach a class. These principles will give you a grasp on how to best explain a topic and give you a taste of what instructors have to consider every day when planning their lesson. Before we get into the 5 principles, you should consider a few things about your audience. They must have motivation to learn or you will lose them right away. Convince your audience to follow you. To maintain motivation, it may help to figure out how to get the audience's attention. You don't have to use a bullhorn like this lady, but think about a way to grab their attention right away. You also need to consider retention. You don't want to waste the audience's time by speaking about a topic but leaving the audience with nothing in the end. These 5 principles will help you achieve motivation, attention, and retention. The first principle of learning is to build on the known. Think about what your audience already knows, then build up from that foundation. Staying up to date on current events can help you be aware of what most audience members will know. Maybe you want to give a speech on gun control. No matter what side of the issue you're on, you need to check the news for current issues on gun control. Have crime rates gone up? Is there new legislation that people are arguing on? Find a way to relate this topic to the audience. The second principle of learning is to use humor and wit. Humor and wit will prevent your speech from being dry or boring. Now, you don't have to be a comedian like Jon Stewart, but let's use The Daily Show to understand how humor can reel in your audience's attention and help them retain information. A 2007 Pew Research Center report stated that 54% of The Daily Show and Colbert Report viewers scored high on the knowledge of current events, much higher than those who watch morning news shows. While there may be some other issues involved in this statistic that we don't have time to consider in this short video, it is an interesting point to take a look at. The third principle of learning is to use sensory aids. Everyone has different learning styles. Some people are more visual, others learn better with the addition of sound. You need to use charts, graphs, music, or anything else that appeals to the senses to aid as many audience members as possible. This chart makes it easier to see that since 1994, there has been a major increase in how many minutes people spend getting news on the internet. While you can definitely just state that, and your audience will hear it, this visual aid helps people actually see it. The fourth principle of learning is to organize to optimize learning. The best way to think about this step is to consider your closet. If it's not organized, you can't find anything in there. The same goes for your speech. Without transitions, review statements, and signposts, your audience will struggle to pick the most important pieces out of your speech. If you're unsure on the best way to organize, consult your instructor for more advice. The fifth and final principle of learning is to reward your listeners. As I talked about earlier in the video, you need to leave your audience knowing more. If possible, you should also give them ways to use the information. Maybe you're giving a speech on why young people should vote. At some point, probably towards the end, you should tell them or show them how easy it is to register to vote. Some people think giving your audience candy is a reward. While the audience will probably appreciate this, candy only lasts so long. You want the rewards from your speech to remain with your audience for a long time. These 5 principles will assist you in motivating your audience, holding their attention, and helping them retain the information.